faculty of Apollo Hospitals and many outstanding institutions across the world. It's a great pleasure to be amongst you this morning. The holiday season is upon us and all our NRI relatives are visiting. It's a good feeling that there's so much social activity happening, but it's also a tremendous feeling that the inner strength of the community is continuously revived and renewed by this kind of fellowship. The tremendous activities that Dr. Mallam was sharing with us, the health camps which are happening across the districts, the Kavi Sammelan. But I think at the core of all these activities is the fact that we as a community are not only extremely strong, but also are continuously aspiring to improve, seeking for higher standards and seeking to bring the community along with us. And so for that, I want to thank the North American Telugu Association for your spirit and continuous sense of giving back to your country and your community. I want to appreciate you and really request the whole audience to give you a big hand. I think it's also equally important to give due credit to the Indian physician. Your life is not easy. We are continuously barraged from different directions. There's the quality pressure. How do we deliver this quality care as science is evolving? There's the knowledge gap because every day there's a new discovery, a new medicine, a new science, and everyone's saying this is the latest, the greatest, and the best. So which one do we choose? There's the financial pressure of what is the right decision for our patients because can they afford everything that we want to be able to give them? And in a country where still less than 26% of the population has insurance coverage, that cost pressure continues to be passed on, of course, to the patient, but to the frontline physician who is sitting across the table and trying to help a patient and patient family take a decision about care. And in the environment of all these pressures are the added pressure that heightened by a really hyperactive press. The community is continuing to put pressure on the decisions that physicians are taking. So there's the ethical and the moral pressure, the psychological pressures that you face, and ultimately the fact that the appreciation that we used to receive potentially 10 years ago or 15 years ago or 20 years ago, the environment is really not the same. I grew up as a young girl where my father was a doctor, and every day, some patient would send some gift. Whether it was putare kulu or the fresh tokulu that were made in the house, these were brought as a symbol of the reverence that the clinician was held in. And today, we're getting less of those. We still continue to get some, I'm sure, but also clinicians in the front line are receiving legal notices and Consumer Act and threats of being behind bars. And I think as a community, the challenge is upon us to, number one, strengthen our own knowledge, our capability, and our awareness of the process and the environment. How do we protect ourselves? How do our professional organizations protect us? I think equally important is the fact to keep abreast, and the very fact that there are so many of you on a Sunday morning during the holiday season over here with the interest to improve and learn the best in medicine is testimony to the fact that the Indian clinician continues to upgrade themselves, raise the standards of care in the country, and give your very best. So I really don't want to stand between you and the wonderful scientific programs that you have ahead. I would like to specially acknowledge and recognize the association, your president, Dr. Dwarak, for your coordination, and your international faculty who are here. I heard a bit of Dr. Stanley Reddy, and I think depression is such an important and often neglected aspect. We are beginning to see more and more people across all age profiles and all socioeconomic profiles with depression. The incidence of whether it's suicide or attempted suicides and other quite sad instances which used to happen earlier as a sequelae of family pressures have now changed and are frankly clinical depression. So the social environment has changed and our response to this also needs to change. So thank you for some of these most recent updates. I think across the day, whether you're talking about geriatric care or the latest in epilepsy, Dr. Samba Reddy, each one of these will be insightful, current, state-of-the-art, world-class and applicable to the Indian environments. So I thank you for giving your time and sharing of this knowledge. Encourage all of you to continue to spend as much as you can in this association. I want to end also by thanking the Apollo clinicians for the tremendous work that they do and the fact that we also acknowledge that you are continuously giving up not just this Sunday but many of your weekends for the relentless work in the villages. I was also in Chittoor yesterday and there's a large group from Capio doing ice screening camps in Algonda, our village. So we continue to do across the enterprise multiple social impact schemes. I want to end by only sharing this last one, which I think is very, very crucial. As we were fighting in the middle of the tremendous flood situation in Chennai, the Apollo team did some outstanding work, kept our hospitals open, shared whether it was oxygen, dialysis fluid, critical life-saving medicine with other hospitals, the ambulances worked, the doctors and nurses were there round the clock, some tremendous life-saving stories. But I was, sitting and thinking, when the warnings of climate change have been coming upon us for the last 5 to 10 years, the world's response to this impending disasters, and we're seeing more and more of natural calamities, we have not done enough as a nation, we have not done enough as a people, and definitely as a world. And I think the last climate conference in Paris, where Narendra Modi proclaimed India's move towards definitely solar but also biogas, was a tremendous thing. As clinicians, I call upon all of you to recognize for a minute that the very same thing which is happening in climate change is happening in NCDs. And the tsunami of globicity and all the related NCDs is going to be upon this population in huge numbers in a manner that we cannot sustain. So every time we are doing some curing and healing, please let us spend an equal amount of time in preventive health care, because there is a very big need to raise the awareness levels. At Apollo Hospitals, Chairman launched what is called Life is Priceless, which is a series of initiatives from Billion Hearts Beating, which educates people. Please do visit the site and share it with any of your patients. It's a not-for-profit initiative. To the health screening programs, to camps, and we've screened people free of cost from Ajmer in the north all the way down to Algonda near Chittoor, which is the village. Found incidences of diabetes, pre-diabetics, known diabetics without compliance across the spectrum, whether it's undetected nephropathic syndrome or cardiovascular disease. We never receive a cardiac patient with one small block. It's always 3, 5. Whenever we see our cancer patients, how many cancer patients do we see, Dr. Vijayanand Reddy, in stage 1? Very, very few.